Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Next, I would like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. I also would like to give double honors to the elder high priest men that taught them. Peace, blessings, and salutation unto all the Akim that's pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in all sincerity and in truth, as well as to those that's presenting their bodies as the living sacrifice. This is the brother Yaradan from the Great Millstone Austin Camp. Just coming back at you with another video. Just wanted to go into how this current kingdom rulership that we're in is in the process of being translated from one people unto another. And Lord willing, I pray that this video is edifying. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And that's what the true men of the Lord are doing today. They're out there on the highways and byways, calling Esau, Edom, the so-called self-professed white men, out for all the, genocide, atrocities, all of the rape, rob, and murdering that he's committed against the children of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and letting it be known that, there's a great judgment or great price to pay for that, which will be by way of that nuclear destruction, those laser beams from them chariots. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, then shall I, it's like 2 Ezra 6 and 7, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, and Jacob's hand, holding the heel of Esau is symbolic for, the men of the Lord, pulling down or chanting down Esau's, kingdom, which goes by way of, being out there prophesying the downfall of this kingdom, as the prophets of old has always done. It says Jeremiah 28 and 8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And again, the prophets of old is back on the scene today, prophesying against this great kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. Going back to 2 Ezra 6 and verse 7 says, then answered I and said, when shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that word world goes into Aion, or Aeon, which is the end of a age period. And Esau is at the end of his rulership, his kingdom. This is Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And iniquity goes into sin, upon sin or wickedness. And that's why this place has to be destroyed, because it's nothing but full of wickedness, of abominations. And ultimately it's because, why? Job 9 and 24. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges. If not, where and who is he? So this earth was given into the hands of the wicked, and all he done was just, push nothing but, again, wickedness and death. This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. In order for a kingdom, to last, it has to have, order. It has to be, ran in order. And that order is these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Heavenly Father has only given to a specific nation And that nation is the nation of Israel, which consists again of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Esau Edom, goes about saying that, he casted the words of the Heavenly Father behind him. Why? Because, he was exchanged from the womb, speaking lies. He's just, he was the wicked and created to be the wicked. This is, again, in Ecclesiasticus 10:4, it says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that one that is profitable, again, is going into the elect men of the house of Israel, the 144,000. But in order for him to be able to, put them in rulership, he has to first get rid of the king, the current, king, or the current rulership, the one that's in rulership, which is Esau Edom, the so-called self-professed white man. So with that, Lord willing, I pray that this video is edifying. Before I go, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Next, I would like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. I also like to give double honors to the elder high priest men that taught them. Peace, blessings, and salutation unto all the Akim that's pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom.